Hello, salutations. What it do? What is up, Yasin? What is up, Jordan? What's up, Peter? Hello, Roblox. What's up, King Doom? Howdy. Right back at you. What's up, Sean? What's up, Richard? How's everyone doing? So you might have heard on the Discord that the developers won't be able to attend today's developer live stream. So I've decided to fill in for them. This is now the developer live stream without the developers, hosted by Sadat the Gamer. So feel free to direct all your questions about Marvel's Avengers to me. How's it going, Poppy? What's up, Canal? Genius Button. You need $50, so send it to you. That should be the other way around, Genius. Send me some money. No dev stream today. Not an official dev stream. It won't be Andy, it won't be Layla. They're all taking a week off. They're citing the E3 preparations, so I'm going to fill in for them for a half hour or so. I'll answer your questions, and then we'll play some Marvel's Avengers together. What's up, Twist? Welcome back. What do you think we'll see in the developer stream? We'll be seeing me talking about the game and answering your questions about Marvel's Avengers in today's developer stream. What's up, Jonathan? No, they bailed. Andy bailed. He announced that they're probably not doing one this Friday or next Friday. Probably a good idea. Just trying to find info on MCU skins. Well, ask away, Avery. I'll give you the info on the MCU skins that you would have gotten if the devs were here. I know a lot about the game. I've watched enough of these dev streams to know how it works. So feel free. Assume that I am Andy or Phil. I'll answer your questions. You're very excited for the Cap MCU Endgame, aren't we all? And unfortunately, it leaked already, so you know what it looks like, but we are excited. Iron Man Mark 5, please. That is a great suggestion, author, and we will definitely look into it. Genius Button, you do not work for Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics. You have no power whatsoever. When are the next MCU skins coming out? A great question, Yasin. The MCU outfits will be coming out soon. I can promise you that. Buff Hulk jump. So we would absolutely love to buff Hulk's jumping ability as well as speed up Captain America, but we're going to instead tell you that there are limitations because we decided to make this game on as many platforms as possible to make as much money as possible instead of making it a next-gen exclusive. So the game is at its technical limit, so we cannot actually make anyone faster without breaking the game for broke people that are on PS4. When's the Sadat skin coming out? That is a great suggestion, Peter. I will forward it to the team. I think that should definitely be in the game. You'd like to see Iron Man's Mark III suit from his first film, Hulk's Thor Ragnarok skin, and Cap's World War II suit. Those are the skins you'd like to see in the future. Those are all great suggestions, King Doom. I will run it by the team. Can't decide which Thor you want more, Ragnarok, Infinity War, or Chunky Broke Thor. How about all of them? Those are all great suggestions that I will run by the team. We hear you, so keep those suggestions coming. They're definitely not falling on deaf ears. You bet when E3 launches, they're going to release Cap or Thor. That is an interesting theory that I can tell you it's not going to happen, but I like where your head's at. We need a Sadat skin right now. I'm deleting the game. Well, adding skins to the game is quite complicated, as you saw when we put out an MCU Iron Man skin that doesn't work, which is why we pulled it from the marketplace. But a Sadat the Gamer skin is definitely something we would love to see in the game. We're all big fans of Sadat the Gamer, obviously, and we will definitely forward it to the team and see what's possible. Is the Black Panther DLC going to suck, and will it come with loads of game-breaking bugs? That's an excellent question, Luigi, and I can definitely say that the Black Panther DLC is going to be the largest piece of content we've released since launch. We are all very excited about it. We obviously cannot tell you much about what's in it, though if you've been following certain naughty content creators, you probably have a good idea of some of the things that will be in it. But all we can say is that you will definitely not be disappointed. And obviously we are not saying that because we want your money. Classic cat, please. That's a great suggestion, Landon. As you know, it was leaked, and we will definitely get that to you as soon as we decide we want to make some more money. So are we getting Cap next week? We are not getting the Cap that you're probably thinking about next week, but soon. You're betting MCU Cap will drop with Cosmic Cube? That is a great suggestion, Richard, and we will definitely forward it to the team because that sounds like a good release strategy for MCU skins. Is it today that the dude makes skins will be present? Great question, Morgan. The dude that makes skins is one of the developers who has not shown up. I am the only one here. All the developers are gone and will probably not be back next week either. They are currently preparing for E3, which is next Sunday. Square Enix will be presenting some new footage. We're getting a world premiere at a new game, which will be Guardians of the Galaxy. And you didn't hear that from me. And you'll get some Black Panther footage as well. Why can't skins be accurate to the comic books? We do have some skins that are accurate to the comic books. The issue is that it's kind of hard sometimes. We're just lazy. And there are licensing restrictions. What's going on, Junior? We are having a developer stream without the developers. Rune King Thor, please. That's an excellent suggestion, Sean. I will definitely run it by the team, and we will see what's possible. This is too accurate. It's scary. When is OLTs and cloning labs coming? That's a great question, King Domingo. I just was talking to some people who were testing out the cloning labs and the first Omega level threat, which will be the Super Adaptoid. And we're just doing some fine tuning, making sure the difficulty isn't too easy for you guys. And once we're satisfied that it's exactly where it is, we will be releasing the first Omega level threat with the next big patch. So expect that soon. Hello, Andrew. You're doing great, Sadat the developer. Just keep forwarding all requests and saying soon. Thank you, Jonathan. I have been watching enough dev streams that I can confidently say that I can fill in anytime they need me. Any updates on patrol mode? That is an excellent question. Patrol mode is one of our big upcoming pieces of content. We are very excited about it, and we will be giving you updates on it in the next few weeks. Why doesn't the Mega Hive drop one piece for each character per run? That's an excellent question. To be honest, we really didn't put much thought into the Mega Hive. We really should have delayed the game until 2021, but we had to put something in and we decided, let's just slap some hives together. But we are working on making the Mega Hive experience much better for you guys, and you can expect an update on how exactly we're going to do that in the next few weeks. You're calling it now, Capskins next week. We'll see. Give us classic Cap, or I will push you. Fortunately, I am behind a computer screen, so you cannot. You think Thor endgame skin will be Fat Thor, or you think they'll keep him fit? That's an excellent question, Micah. And once the MCU Thor skin is released, you will be able to see for yourself, and I'm sure you will be very happy with the results. Hello, Dread. Good to see you. We need a shirtless Thor so we can run an all midriff team with Hulk, Cap, Hawkeye, and Thor. I actually love that suggestion, Richard, and we'll definitely be forwarding that to the team because it sounds like something that we can make a lot of money on. You want a Thor Love and Thunder skin when the film comes out? That is an excellent suggestion. We will definitely be forwarding that to the team because we want to make as much money from the upcoming MCU films as possible. So if we can incorporate some of those skins, we will definitely be doing so and charging you $14. How much unexpected stuff do you think we might get by surprise? You will be getting a lot of stuff that you weren't expecting for sure. Some of those things might be bugs, but there's also a lot of content that you probably don't know about that you will definitely be surprised by, unless you've been talking to Miller. Don't talk to Miller. He knows too much. Thomas, am I an actual dev? No, I am not an official dev, but I have authorized myself to fill in for them today. Why am I talking like that? Sound like a developer? Why, thank you, Jesse. I've been watching a lot of developer streams so that in case they ever do cancel, that I could fill in for them so that they can go back to work making the game we love much better. More love for the classic skins. Agreed. I love classic skins. Any news on the MCU skins? A great question, Man's Not Hot Dog. The MCU skins, we are working on them, and when they are ready, we will be confident that they will be out and you will love them. But for now, they are not ready, so they are not out yet. But soon, they will be here soon. Replace the Mega Hive with a mission chain of priority and flashback missions. That is a great suggestion. We aren't going to get rid of the Mega Hive altogether because, quite frankly, we already put a lot of resources into it and would rather not. But we will be making it more enjoyable in the next several weeks. Is there a real team you're forwarding the info to, or are they imaginary? Great question. Black Panther date, we cannot reveal the date for Black Panther, but be sure to tune in for the Square Enix Presents next Sunday afternoon for more information on the Black Panther DLC. I think you'll be very happy with what you see. We need a classic first appearance Hulk with the gray skin, orange shirt, and blue pants. That actually sounds very cool. I will definitely forward that to the team and we'll see what's possible. Zachary, what's up? So the devs didn't show up. They canceled the stream. So I'm filling in for them and answering all of your questions about Marvel's Avengers for the next hour or so. We need these to drop at the same time in August. Do it. Oh, Black Panther and Spider-Man. Great question. Obviously, we don't like talking about Spider-Man because we are regretting taking all of that money from Sony. But I can assure you that you will be very happy when both of those pieces of content are released. This is literally every dev stream. Well, thank you, man. It's not hot dogs. I've tried my best to recreate the dev stream to the best of my abilities so that Andy, Layla, and Phil can have the day off. They deserve it. They've been working very hard. Will there be a Black Panther skin with a do-rag? That is an excellent question, and we cannot reveal exactly what Black Panther cosmetics we are working on, but that is a very interesting suggestion that we will forward to the team. Repeat your comment, Andrew. I did not see it. It looks like it was deleted. When are you getting Captain America motorcycle? We hear you. We have heard your suggestions about vehicles for the heroes. Unfortunately, that's not something that will be possible right now, but we do love the idea, and it's definitely something we will look forward to seeing if we can add in the future. There's no live stream today. There is a live stream today, Warrior. It is just me, however. The developers are not here. How long do you think the game will last until it dies? We are planning to have Marvel's Avengers content for years to come, and we are very excited to see where the future of this game goes. Did they actually cancel? Yes, the developers are actually not here, and they probably won't be here next week either because they're preparing for E3. When Spider-Man comes out, we need a black suit symbiote skin. That is an excellent question, and I can assure you that we will be exploring all possible ways to monetize Spider-Man when he is eventually released. Lou Ferrigno, 1978 Hawkskin. That is an excellent question. That is an excellent suggestion, and I will definitely be forwarding that to the team because I would personally love to see that in the game. And it will be $14 in the store if it does come out. What happened to the cosmetic rework? Did y'all just remove it to force people to spend money in the marketplace? I've heard that conspiracy theory often, and I can assure you that even though it's been 3 months without an update on the cosmetic rework, I can assure you that it is not some grand conspiracy from Square Enix to force you to spend more money in the marketplace to ensure that we make as much of a profit after spending a lot of money on the MCU licenses. There is definitely a cosmic rework. We absolutely did not make it up, and soon we will get you will get an update about why it's taking so long and when it will be finished in the next question. Can you make a naked Hulk skin? We cannot have nudity in this game, but thank you for your suggestion. You're going to fix the champion system. We are currently looking at the champion system to see how we can tune it to make it more enjoyable for players that were complaining that it was not satisfying. When will the Batman DLC come out? We do not have the license to use DC characters in this game, but thank you for your very cool suggestion. If there will be a Guardians of the Galaxy game created by Crystal, will Marvel's Avengers be supported alongside of it? The Guardians of the Galaxy game will be developed by a different company other than Crystal Dynamics. You will see more information about it this coming E3 in all likelihood. The devs should react to this. I would definitely appreciate the devs reacting. I've worked hard to fill in for them in the event that they ever had to cancel. $20 for the living symbiote effect on Spider Black Suit. That is an excellent suggestion. We've been internally debating whether or not we could justify charging $20 for cosmetics, so that definitely encourages us to explore that possibility for future content. Thank you very much, Sam. Did the devs forget about E3 when they said they were having a dev stream today? No, they did not. They decided today that with all the work, it just wouldn't be possible. It had, of course, nothing to do with all of the backlash from last week or the fact that people really weren't receptive to having an art director to talk about cosmetics instead of talking about content. The cancellation was purely because of just the unexpected amount of work required to prepare for E3. The sarcasm in this dev stream is priceless. I'm being very sincere. I really enjoy the developer streams, and I know you guys really wanted to get your questions answered today, so I decided to do my best to fill in. Ed Norton 2008 Hawkskin. That is an excellent suggestion, King Domenico, and I will definitely be forwarding that to the team because we could probably make some good money on that one. Can you please tell Layla to stop wearing her glasses backwards? That's actually a very popular meme in the chat. So no, we will not be able to do that because she looks absolutely adorable when she does it. Make a WAP emote for Kate and Natasha. That is an excellent suggestion. We cannot do that because Disney would kill us, but I really appreciate that suggestion, Yasin. Internally, we very much support something like that, but it's probably not going to be possible. Level 51 in the anthill, when will you guys fix that? That is an excellent question, Purity. Unfortunately, certain bugs take priority over others, and until we get all of the other bugs handled, you're probably going to have to be stuck with that. Insomniac gives you all the MCU skins for free, while Square Enix will give you all the MCU skins for $70. That is an excellent point. Also, the Insomniac Spider game is not a live service game. It is a single player standalone game that has paid DLCs, and live service games by necessity, unfortunately, are required to have a marketplace in order to support it going forward. But thank you for your suggestion. Have you seen Reddit? We tend to avoid Reddit. It is a very dark and toxic place. You tell Layla to stop being so fine. That would be sexual harassment if it came from an employee, but I will forward that to her myself. When are we getting animated TV show skin? That is an excellent suggestion. We would absolutely love to have some animated TV show skins, and we will definitely be exploring if we can get the license for that so that we can charge you $14 for it. Will we ever see skins with the Mexican sombreros? That is an excellent suggestion. We recently put out a set of cowboy cosmetics, so we are definitely be looking into all different ways to culturally appropriate using our Marvel's characters. What's the point of this? You don't even work at Square Enix? Thank you, Edward. That is a great suggestion, and I will definitely forward it to the team. This stream is great, even though I'm sure the devs won't see it. I think you're doing a great job filling in. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I can answer a lot of your questions. This is not realistic now that people are asking for Spider-Man. Hey, it's Logic. Type 6 for bikinis. Hey, while we would love to have bikinis in game, unfortunately, we can only have shirtless male heroes because double standards. But thank you for your suggestion, Logic. You think they might regret Sony to go back on the PS? The Spider-Man exclusivity, you can't go back on it. Unfortunately, that is already a deal that has been done. However, there is internally some regret about going with this exclusive due to all of the backlash from the other console players. Will Steve ever get the hammer? That is an excellent suggestion, and there's actually an Easter egg in the game that will probably shed some more light on that if you pay close attention. Any info on characters besides Black Panther? We are working on a wide range of Marvel's Avengers characters that may or may not include She-Hulk, that may or may not be releasing later on this year. And we are very excited to be bringing you more and more of your favorite heroes. 1337 leak anything? I don't think we can leak anything, but I admire your passion to learn more about the exciting content we have planned about Marvel's Avengers. Will the rumor of Sadat playing Rhino become a reality? That is actually an excellent suggestion that has been talked about internally. It's not quite possible to include Sadat the Gamer as a villain in the game, but we are working on a Sadat the Gamer skin that you guys, I think, will get a kick out of. Are we really getting Marvel Zombies? We are definitely looking into having more holiday themed cosmetics so that we can further monetize you guys, and we really appreciate your continued financial support. So Marvel Zombies with a horde mode is definitely very possible and something you may or may not see on the future roadmap. When you oh, MCU skin showcase, I cannot showcase any of the new MCU skins, but if you want to see the MCU skins from the characters I've already purchased, I can show you that later on in game. They late again. They are not late, King J. They are not showing up this week or next week in order to prepare for E3. So I am filling in for the devs today because I didn't want you guys to be deprived of a dev stream. You want to play as Wanda? We all want to play as Wanda. That is an excellent suggestion, and we will definitely be exploring it internally about different heroes that we can add to the game at some point in the future. Are you planning on adding new robots? Yes, we are planning on adding new robots. If you guys are a fan of a certain evil robot from the comics that may or may not have fought the Avengers in the second movie, I think you're going to be very excited about that robot encounter. Will we get the ability to have Thor's hammer as an extra weapon for Cap in his right hand? We are definitely exploring internally ways that we can put that suggestion into the game, because we recognize that it is very popular as a suggestion, and we definitely hear you guys, and all of your suggestions are definitely being forwarded to real people who totally work for the company and will totally work on that thing. It probably won't be anytime soon, but a further away soon is definitely a possibility. You want to play Rocket Raccoon? Well, Flash, there is a Guardians of the Galaxy game in development, so soon you will definitely have that opportunity. Black Panther MCU skin. We are definitely planning to have a wide variety of cosmetics available for purchase when Black Panther is released, up to and including skins inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Looking for Ghost Rider. Unfortunately, Ghost Rider is not in this game, but that is a great suggestion that we've gotten before, and we will definitely be discussing internally about different heroes we can add to the game and exactly what is possible. When will Guardians be released? The Guardians of the Galaxy game that is currently in development, you will have to wait for more updates. I suspect you'll be getting some at the Square Enix Presents next Sunday afternoon, so tune in. Holiday themed aimbots, that is a great suggestion, Red Hood. We will definitely be looking into all different ways to add cosmetics into the game. Not exactly sure how we would implement cosmetics for the aimbots, but holiday skins for the heroes definitely is something that is possible. You have any plans on canceling similar playstyle characters for more unique ones? We are always considering and reconsidering different heroes that we are going to add into the game. These things are a bit fluid, but we definitely can assure you that when it comes down to it, the best heroes that Disney told us to will end up in this game. What'd you miss? Tyversal, welcome to the stream. The developers couldn't be here today, so I decided to fill in for them. Can we get a I love the devs in the chat? Sure, show some love for the devs that aren't here. Where's Andy? Andy is not here right now, along with the rest of the devs. They are hard at work preparing for E3. What is happening with the Spider-Man DLC? We are currently working on the Spider-Man DLC, and it will be released in 2021. You want some X-Men? I too would love some X-Men in this game, and we are definitely exploring what is possible internally. How many devs does it take to change the light bulb in Tony's bedroom? That's a great question, Quabina, and we're definitely going to forward that to figure out an answer for you as soon as possible. So that how can you answer all this? Well, it's very important that you guys have your questions about Marvel's Avengers answered, so I will do my best to fill in for the devs as best as I can. When is E3? Roleplex E3 starts on June 12th. The Square Enix Presents is on the 13th. Okay, so that can we get Daredevil? That is a excellent suggestion, 100. We would absolutely love to have Daredevil in this game, and we will be exploring different heroes we can add and seeing what's possible. But I will definitely forward that to the team and let them know that you would love to see Daredevil. There are zombie skins coming. That is a very possible thing that we are working on, Carson, that I can't say for sure, but it is very possible they will be rolled out around the time of a possible new game mode that will work well with the zombie theme. Really hope Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver make it in future Avengers DLCs or sequels. That is an excellent suggestion. We love those characters and would love to have them in the game. Wait, where are the devs? Unfortunately, Carson, the devs could not be here today. They are preparing for the Square Enix Presents next week, so I decided to fill in for them. So you can forward all your Marvel's Avengers questions to me. What about MCU skins? The MCU skins, unfortunately, are not ready, but rest assured they will be out soon. Is Spider-Man coming in December? Spider-Man is definitely coming out in 2021. Purity, thank you for your question. You're not a dev. Thank you for noticing, Jamie. I am not a dev. I am just filling in for the devs today because they are preparing for E3. You're always the best, Dev. Sadat the Dev for president. Thank you very much. Wait, Sadat, so they hired you? I am not officially a Crystal Dynamics or Square Enix employee. All my money currently comes from YouTube and you guys, if you do donations. Could you please tell us what is better, beer or whiskey? Beer clearly tastes better than whiskey. However, both are disgusting. Drink something else instead. Will we get Red Hawk as a playable character? That is very interesting that you brought that up. So a certain someone may have leaked that we were working on Red Hawk as a possible villain. I can tell you that we are currently not planning on having villains as playable characters, but a cosmetic for Hawk is definitely possible. Serious question, who's your main? My main changes depending on how I feel, but usually it's Hawkeye. Lately, I've been using Thor a lot more because I'm trying to build him up for the future Omega level threats. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. What about new Thor skins? We hear you, Tyversal. We know you guys have been suggesting and asking for new cosmetics for Thor for quite a while now. And again, we hear you. Those suggestions have been forwarded, and there is a new Thor cosmetic coming out this month that I think you guys are going to be very excited about. Are Ant-Man and the Wasp coming to the game? While we can't say for sure what characters will ultimately end up in the game, they are definitely characters we are looking very closely at and seeing what is possible. When or if Red Hulk comes out for stowables, he shouldn't use rocks, he should use guns. He was known for using guns in the past, and it would be epic to see him running around with super-sized gun. That is an excellent suggestion that we will definitely be forwarding to the team in the event we actually add Red Hulk as a villain. Any weapon skin information? We are working on the weapon skins. They will be in the game soon. Possibly. When is Captain America Endgame suit coming out? The Captain America Endgame suit is coming out this month, and I think you're going to enjoy it, Chris. How do you know your word is viable and not fiction? You should have faith. Purity, have faith. MCU skin reveal. I do not have any new MCU skins that you haven't seen before, but I can tell you that you will be very excited when the Captain America and Thor MCU skins are finally released. What is the Thor MCU suit? The Thor MCU suit will be from Avengers Endgame. What about She-Hulk? She-Hulk is one of our upcoming heroes. If you've been following along to a certain troublemaker that has been leaking information about the game. And we are very excited for her when she eventually comes into the game. And hopefully we can also cross promote it with her show that's coming to Disney Plus. What is your definition on the word soon? That is an excellent question, Zachary. My definition of the word soon is eventually, sometime in the possible near or distant future. Quake crossover 2023. That is an excellent suggestion, Logic. And as a huge fan of Quake, I will definitely be forwarding that one to the team. When is classic wingtip cap suit coming? That is an excellent suggestion for a cosmetic, and we'll definitely be forwarding that to the team because I think we can make some good money on that one. Imagine how many spells we could use if Doc Strange was a character. That is a great point, and I would absolutely love to see Doctor Strange in this game one day. Answer your questions? Sure, Bob. What is your question? Is it Fat Thor? I cannot tell you whether or not Thor will be overweight in his MCU skin, but I can tell you you will be very excited with it. Bully Maguire skin. That actually sounds very interesting, and I will absolutely forward that to the team. Unban Kyle. As far as I know, Kyle is not banned from this stream, Miller, but thank you for your suggestion. People that were banned from the official Twitch stream are still allowed to post here in my stream. Will they ever make the first Avengers Captain America? I can assure you, Chris, we are definitely exploring every possible MCU skin to bring to the marketplace for you guys to spend your hard-earned money on. Did CD get you to do this? No, Yoshi, I'm doing this voluntarily because I know you guys were really looking forward to a dev stream this Friday. And after the developers announced that they weren't going to be able to attend, I really thought it would be important to step up and and did I see you, Sin? Yes, I see you, Sin. To step up and answer your questions. I see you, Sin. You are seen, and we hear you. Are you guys releasing just in-game inspired suits or just MCU inspired suits? We are doing both, Izzy. There will be both skins released for the Marvel's Avengers Endgame, as well as other MCU films such as Age of Ultron. Could you do some gameplay? I will be doing gameplay after we answer some questions. I will definitely be doing some gameplay and playing with you guys. Please suggest Marvel Zombies. That has been suggested and may or may not be something that is currently in production. Thank you, G Phil. Hello, Barnes, old friend. Barnes is all of our friends. I love Bucky Barnes. Thank you for making. I'm glad I can make you whole again, Yasin. Will Ant-Man be able to become Giant Man? We do not have current plans to add Ant-Man into the game, but if you were, we will definitely keep in mind your suggestion to have him become Giant Man. We think that is a very cool suggestion for an ultimate potentially. Extremis Iron Man skins, classic Hawkeye comic skins. Those are all great suggestions, Vision Flare, and we will definitely be looking into all possible ways we can add cosmetics into this game for you to pay. James, best place to get XP? Currently, the Up from the Depths mission is the fastest way to earn XP. If you are trying to max out the champion system. Can you please give me Layla's number? I cannot give you personal information of Crystal Dynamics staff, but I will tell Layla that you said hello. How cool it would be if we could get a classic Professor Hulk skin from the comics. We do have a similar skin currently in the marketplace. Well, I think we've rotated it out, but we are always looking for more skins to add to the marketplace. Will Black Panther have an MCU suit as well? Black Panther will have an MCU cosmetic. That would be too much money otherwise to leave on the table. Invite me when you play after the devs are finished. I will absolutely invite you, Tyversal. Where do you stand on the consumption of pennies and or grass? Miller, that is an excellent question. I personally am against the consumption of pennies and grass as well, as I do not believe they are healthy for human beings to consume. And I would definitely suggest you stick to normal food so as to avoid poisoning. How many years will it does working on the game? This game will be supported for years to come, Purity. Don't you worry about it. As long as you guys are buying our cosmetics, we will definitely be providing you guys with Marvel's Avengers content. Can you tell us something about Black Panther? Maybe a teaser. Yes, Black Panther's DLC will be coming with a raid. That's all I will say. Release window for Spider-Man? That is a great question, Daniel. The release window for Spider-Man is 2021. Will Thor get Stormbreaker? We are exploring currently what is possible with the weapon skins. And if we can add Stormbreaker, we will definitely try to get that in the game because we recognize you guys are really excited about it. Are you on PS or Xbox? Vision Flare, I am on PlayStation 5 because it is a vastly superior console. Can you tell us about Black Panther? Black Panther is a warrior from the fictional nation of Wakanda who is known for his vibranium suit. I have faith in you guys. I play every day, and I really want you guys to know that you guys make me happy and happy to play. Put some ones in the chat for Izzy and his love for this game. It's very heartwarming. When the MCU Thor skin, I know you already answered this, but I haven't heard. The Marvel, the Endgame skins are currently not ready yet, but when they are, we will definitely have them out for you. You get you a girlfriend, you're lonely. Oh, that is sad, Yasin. But I'd say it's best to get to know yourself before you can be with someone else. Are you working for CD now? No, I am not, Jens. I am currently working for myself as a live streamer / gamer on this fine YouTube channel. Why you have better answers than the devs? Well, thank you, G Phil. I've been studying you guys and the dev streams for a while so that I could prepare myself for such an occasion where I would have to take over. You would love a permanent price drop for the cosmetics. That would be sick. That would be sick, Daniel. I know a lot of people think the skins are too much money, and that's why we are putting sales in place so that more people can give us money so that we can continue buying cars. I mean, making this game much better. Will Killmonger ever be a villain for Black Panther? That's an excellent suggestion, Chris, and we will definitely be forwarding that to the team because that would very much be an interesting suggestion for a villain sector, perhaps. We need Falcon. Falcon, that is another great character suggestion that we will consider when evaluating which hero to add to the game next. What about Bucky? Winter Soldier is another character that is currently in development, and hopefully we will have them to you soon. Will Bucky be a part of Hydra? That's an excellent question, Carson. I cannot give you any details about the upcoming factions that may or may not appear in this game, but I think you will be very happy when he does come into the game eventually. A Black Panther playstyle. Black Panther's playstyle will be heavily melee focused. But we get a 2008 Abomination movie skin. Villain skins are definitely a popular suggestion, and we would absolutely love an Abomination skin in the marketplace. And if you guys really want it, we will definitely seriously consider adding it. Raise to that. Thank you, Miller. I appreciate you. How long are we going to get content, and when are more villains coming? Like way more? That is a great question, Lucky. We currently have new villains planned for the Black Panther War for Wakanda expansion, as well as a new villain sector coming this month with Monica as the Scientist Supreme. I think you'll be very excited about it. You would suggest an Asgard biome with a Loki villain sector and Frost Giants as new enemies. Oh, that is an excellent suggestion, Daniel. I feel like that's something that definitely should have been in the game already, but that will for sure be forwarded to the team because that sounds like legitimate content that people would actually want to play instead of a Mega Hive that you can only do solo. Can you promise not to give us a Cap skin whenever Falcon comes out? I cannot make any promises about future cosmetics, Zachary, but thank you for your suggestion. Was there really supposed to be a stream today, or was this just a drag on the devs? There actually was supposed to be a stream today, 100 Acres, but the devs have decided to postpone it until potentially the week after next, so that they can prepare for the upcoming E3 Square Enix Presents presentation. BP story details. I cannot give you any story details about Black Panther other than that they are trying to steal his vibranium, they being Claw and AIM, and you got all the Avengers must assemble to stop it. Will Xbox get their own exclusive? Xbox has currently not given us a truckload of money like PlayStation has, so there will be no plans for Xbox exclusive contents, as we are currently really trying to cultivate a large player base on the PlayStation. But we do want your money still if you're on Xbox. Thank you for answering. This is better than the usual dev streams. I appreciate you, Daniel. I'm doing my best. Imagine if Asgard was a location for missions and we could fight on the Rainbow Bridge. That's an excellent suggestion, King Doom. I too agree. Having actual Marvel locations would be absolutely fantastic in a Marvel game. And we will definitely be forwarding that because that is an excellent suggestion. Emote wheel, great question. Let there be light. I know you guys have been asking for an emote wheel for 8 months. And I know you've been wondering why a live service game that sells $5 and sometimes $10 emotes doesn't have an emote wheel. And to that I say, next question, fix the champion system. We are currently working on the champion system, Jack. The champion system is currently being investigated to see how it could be tuned in order to make it more rewarding for you guys. So expect an update on that soon. What about Quicksilver? Quicksilver is currently not in the development pipeline, but he is definitely a character that a lot of us love and would for sure enjoy seeing in this game. Your favorite dev stream so far? Thank you, Gabriel. I'm glad I could make this enjoyable for you, even though the usual suspects, Layla, Phil, and Andy, are not here. Hela and Surtur for Asgard villains. Great suggestion, Flash. Wow. Imagine having really iconic Marvel villains in a Marvel game. That's actually pretty brilliant. I'll definitely be forwarding that to the team. Imagine if we could fight on the rooftop of Avengers Tower and perhaps even fight in the interior. I know we've had suggestions as well as fighting on the helicarrier and generally taking advantage of some of the more popular locations in this game. Hopefully those will be added in the next few months. Any news on Daredevil? There is currently no plans to add Daredevil to this game, but that suggestion is definitely a good one and will be forwarded to the team. Wait, so you work on the game? I do not work on the game. I work on playing the game, if you consider that work, and streaming it for you guys. Can you please make bikini skins for Kate and Natasha? That is a lot of money indeed, Yasin. Unfortunately, Disney will not allow us to do that because sexism, but thank you for your suggestion. What about Scarlet Witch and what characters are coming to the game? Well, that is an excellent question, Jad, and if you've been following certain troublemakers like Miller, you probably would know that the current heroes planned are Bucky, aka Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, as well as Spider-Man and Black Panther. Yasin, you are a certified simp. Hey, don't knock him, Yoshi. He's just a man in love. What about Avengers Tower? Avengers Tower is currently at the mercy of AIM, but maybe in the future you could see that as a location once the AIM threat has been pushed back. Will Thanos be a villain? That is an excellent suggestion, Darius, and we are definitely looking at different villains we can add to really spice up the content. We will for sure forward that to the team because we know that a lot of you guys really enjoy the MCU villains and would like to see them in this game. Make a bikini skin for Kamala. That would be inappropriate, put it here, because she is a 16-year-old girl in this game. Avengers Tower coming winter 2021, 2022. I think that's a little ambitious logic, but thank you for your suggestion anyway. Sorry, Yasin. I don't think Disney will take your money. When are you heading back to the studio? That's an excellent question, Twist. And the team will definitely be headed back to the studio as soon as it's safe for everyone. When will we defeat AIM? AIM will be defeated once we've run out of story ideas. AIM will be defeated, and we will move on to the next set of villains, which may or may not be the Kree. What about Marvel? Marvel is another character that we are considering. There are so many that we could consider adding to the game, and we definitely rely on you guys to keep giving us feedback, and that will inform our decisions going forward about who to add to the game. Hello, Shadow Zone. Any plans on Thanos? Not currently, but we are definitely keeping that in mind, that a lot of you guys want to see Thanos. Wonder Man, Vision, Ultron, Hyperion. Those are all excellent names of characters that we would love to see in this game. Will there be more than one Spider-Man? There will be currently just one Spider-Man in the Spider-Man DLC. Voice actor for Spider-Man. We cannot reveal that, but I think you will be very satisfied with their performance. Where's Nick Fury? Nick Fury is currently trying to defeat AIM and save the future. What if the game dies and they don't give us Spider-Man? Is it possible? No, Shadow Zone, that is not possible. This game has made a lot of money, and Sony also gave us a lot of money to produce Spider-Man. So there is actually a 0% chance that we will not get Spider-Man. What about the X-Men? A lot of people love the X-Men. Currently, they are not in development for this game, but that is definitely a suggestion I will forward to the team. Do you think you guys can put Wolverine in the game? He is definitely a possibility because of a story fit, but currently there are no plans to add the X-Men to this game at this time. Could you relay this suggestion? Have help as possible new villain sector? Which villain sector? We are always working on new villain sectors, and we think the ones that we have planned, you guys are going to be very excited about. War Machine coming 2021. We cannot confirm or deny the existence of War Machine. Is Spider-Man free? All DLCs purity for this game will be free of charge, and that is why we are charging you for cosmetics instead. Kraven boss for Wakanda. Kraven is currently not a villain that we have in this game, but that is an excellent suggestion for future content, Flash. You think X-Men need their own game? I agree. I would love an X-Men game for next gen. What about an Ultron villain sector? Who have you been talking to, Daniel? Who told you about Ultron? Fantastic Four coming. Currently we have no plans to add the Fantastic Four, but that is an excellent suggestion. Anything on weapon skins? Weapon skins are currently being worked on, Twist. That's all we can say. When is the Cosmic Cube event? Great question, Chris. The Cosmic Cube event is this month. Stay tuned for the E3 presentation next Sunday for more information. What's the next MCU suit? The next MCU suit is going to depend on which one we can get done first without too many bugs. Stay tuned. Do you think Microsoft should combat Sony with 2 console exclusive characters until they let go of Spider-Man exclusivity? I don't think we should encourage exclusivity more than we already have, because it has not had great results so far. Can you stay a dev? I've never been a dev, Phil, but I would definitely enjoy taking over or just being a part of the team, hosting dev stream every week. Oh, you want Hela as a villain sector, Dylan? Hela, that is definitely a great suggestion for a villain sector. I will for sure forward that to the team. You're gonna have to go. Thank you, King Doom, for stopping by. Plans for Wasp. Wasp is a character that we would absolutely love to have in this game, and we are definitely thinking about how we can incorporate her into our Marvel's Avengers universe. What's coming at E3? There will be the Square Enix Presents, where we will be presenting you with more information on Black Panther, a new game that's coming, as well as future events for Marvel's Avengers. Make Kyle his own nameplate. I don't know who Kyle is. I'm afraid we've never heard that name before, and have definitely not banned that person from the chat. Can't wait for Black Panther gameplay on E3. Who said there's going to be gameplay, huh? There's probably going to be gameplay, don't worry. We totally wouldn't do that to you guys. What about a motorcycle Cap can ride? We hear you about vehicles. That's currently not in our plans, but we definitely hear you, and that is definitely a suggestion we will keep in mind. Surtur as an Omega level threat or raid. Hey, that sounds like an excellent idea for a raid, and we will definitely consider that. Hey, how was the developer stream? Hey, new kid. I think it's going well. The developers weren't actually here. They won't be here next week either. So I just decided to fill in just for today. You're hyped for Black Panther? I too am hyped for Black Panther. Do you know what skin Spider-Man will have? I do, but I cannot tell you. Will Spider-Man and Black Panther drop the same day? That's very possible, Jack. Very possible. That's all I will say about that. Ronan the Accuser would be a great lead up to Thanos in a side storyline. Thanos and Ronan the Accuser would definitely make interesting villains to this Marvel game. We will definitely consider adding Marvel villains that people want to fight in the future. What about Secret Invasion storyline? That sounds pretty cool, actually. I will definitely forward that one to the team. Sentinel raids. Oh, that's an excellent suggestion. There is definitely, I know I saw people asking about Kree Sentinels as a raid, and that's definitely something we can consider because that is content that a lot of people enjoy. So I will forward that to the team to make sure they know. You know what Spider-Man looks like? I do know what Spider-Man looks like. He's a very, very beloved character. What about Moon Knight? Moon Knight, we are definitely considering adding characters like Moon Knight, or really any character that will have an MCU show or film, so that we can do a tie-in and hopefully make more money. So anybody is possible. How do you know so much about the future of this game? That's an excellent question, Shadow Zone. I am just a humble gamer and streamer that followed along with all the latest news and leaks, and it's informed me a lot about the current state and future of the game. Will we get to fly higher? Unfortunately, because we are supporting PlayStation 4 and Xbox 3 and the Xbox One, we will not be able to raise the flight ceiling because we did not make this next gen exclusive. But thank you for your suggestion, and we will continue to see what is possible. Is Spider-Man a console exclusive? Spider-Man is indeed exclusive to Sony. It will only be on the PlayStation, unfortunately. Spider-Woman is currently not in production, but that is a great suggestion for a character that we would definitely consider. What about a costume for Moon Knight? Moon Knight is currently not in the game, but we definitely will explore all avenues if and when he is added. Nice channel. Thank you, Shadow Zone. Can y'all make all the female characters booty? That's inappropriate. Put it here. Will Spider-Man ever come to Xbox? That is an excellent question. While because of the nature of an exclusive deal, we cannot say whether or not the deal with Spider-Man is a timed exclusive or a permanent exclusive. We definitely hear you and understand that the Xbox player base would absolutely love to have Spider-Man. This game should have been next gen exclusive. I do agree. I think it should have been PlayStation 5 exclusive. Green Goblin or Sandman as villain sector. Those are great suggestions for the upcoming Spider-Man DLC that Xbox and PC users will not be able to play. Sandman for raid. That's personally my favorite idea for a Spider-Man villain raid type of deal. So I will definitely forward that one to the team. Thor Ragnarok suit. We are definitely exploring all possible ways to monetize the Marvel Cinematic Universe in our marketplace. So if you're willing to pay $14, we will definitely give you a Ragnarok skin for Thor. Rhino will be the next raid. The actual next raid will not be Rhino, but you will definitely enjoy it when it is released. You will hopefully get the Tobey Maguire suit. That is an excellent suggestion for a cosmetic. You can rest assured that is definitely something that has been talked about internally. Thank you, Purity. Do you know if Bucky is still coming? The Falcon and Winter Soldier show was incredible. I can't wait to play him and kick some butt with Captain America beside you. Yes, Izzy, Winter Soldier is still coming to the game, and you will be very happy when he's released. You're willing to pay money for all the MCU skins? Take your money. We will happily take your money, Izzy. I'm glad you said that. We actually love money and want you to keep spending it in our marketplace. Can you add all the skins to your account so you can test them? That is a great suggestion, Liam, that we cannot do, but nice try. Tobey Maguire skin better have pizza time emote. I will definitely forward that, Drakey. I definitely think that is a must-have emote if we're doing a Tobey Maguire skin for Spider-Man, as well as the dancing emote from Spider-Man 3. What about Mockingbird? Mockingbird is definitely a character that we are considering. If you saw the original data mine leaked that a certain troublemaker put out, but currently is not in production. What about Guardians of the Galaxies from Square Enix? You know, I do know something about that, Shadow Zone, but you're just going to have to keep watching to find out more. I suggest tuning into E3 next Sunday. Cross-platformer, if you're referring to crossplay, unfortunately, Purity, that is not something that will be possible at this time because Sony is a money-hungry corporation that does not want to support crossplay because they would rather extract money from the developers instead. Have you seen Spider-Man's design? I cannot confirm or deny. Will any of the Dark Avengers be playable? Green Goblin would be a great candidate. That is currently not in the plans, but that is a great suggestion that I will forward to the team. Who is Mockingbird? Mockingbird is a great character from the Marvel universe that I suggest you look up. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's a very cool character. Can we get a Star Wars or a TMT crossover with Marvel's Avengers? That is a tricky license that probably won't happen, but is an excellent suggestion nonetheless. What about Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange is definitely a character that we are considering adding in the future, and we would absolutely love to have it. Are you a dev? I'm not a dev, Junior. I'm just filling in for the devs today because they all had to cancel because they are preparing for E3. How about the great WWE ECW crossover? That probably is something you'll see in Fortnite or Brawlhalla, but that's currently not something we're able to do in Marvel's Avengers. We can only add currently cosmetics inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Marvel Comics. How open world is Wakanda? This is not an open world game necessarily, but we can assure you that the Wakanda biome is very large and you will definitely enjoy it. Swappable parts. That's a great suggestion, Flash, that I will for sure forward to the team. Though swappable parts sounds like it would make you spend less money in the marketplace, so don't count on it. You should do the dev streams. Thank you, King J. I would absolutely love to do the dev streams going forward if Crystal Dynamics will have me. This is a lot of fun. Am I pretending to be a dev? I'm not pretending to be a dev. I'm just filling in for them, Junior, on my own stream because they are not here. Will we see Winter Soldier soon or not? You will see every character soon, Shadow Zone. It just depends on your definition of soon, which is why I love the word soon. It's just vague enough and specific enough to drive you crazy. Is everything still coming soon? Yes, I can guarantee you that everything is still coming soon. So do you know that John Cena was in the game already? In this game, I don't believe John Cena was. Unofficial spokesperson. I am indeed, Drakey, the unofficial spokesperson of Marvel's Avengers. I am not an official employee of Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics. I'm just filling in because they could not be here today for E3 related reasons. Will we get to blast at the Kree with Captain Marvel and Marvel? Carson, I can tell you, you will definitely be able to blast the Kree with Captain Marvel. Marvel, maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. Sadat, you can't see him. That's why. That makes sense now. Why I didn't notice John Cena was in this game. He, in fact, cannot be seen. He has Black Widow's invisibility. Please apply to CD. I'm not sure I have the qualifications to be an official developer, but if they want to add me unofficially to the weekly dev streams, I would happily join them. They are a lot of fun. I definitely would like to chop it up with Andy, Layla, and Phil, and fill in when they're not here. What about Monica Rambeau? Monica Rambeau. I'm thinking we're going to get a lot of suggestions from Monica Rambeau to be added to this game because she is going to be much more prominent in the MCU. Unfortunately, that's currently not in the plans, but definitely something we can consider as our plans after Captain Marvel are unclear. This is Sadat's way to get closer to Layla. This is just my way logic of giving you guys the dev stream that you otherwise would not have had today because they could not be here. That was my only motivation. I did not want to cancel the dev stream as well. I already put it on my schedule. What was with the false no Gear 2.0 story? That, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that rely on Reddit as their primary sources of information. So if someone has a misunderstanding of Reddit on Reddit, it can lead to, say, Forbes journalists or prominent game news content creators reporting information that is not correct. Fortunately, I do have a correction on my channel that you can check out. Anything on future DLCs? Yes, that is a great question, Carson. There will be, in fact, future DLCs, and they will be free. What do you think PvP is coming? PvP is not coming, unfortunately, Flash, but we definitely hear you, and we will continue forwarding suggestions to totally real people that will totally be taking those under advisement. When is EVE coming? That is a great question, Jakey. There is currently no plans for EVE coming to this game, but I will definitely forward it to the team. What about a red She-Hulk? That is an excellent idea for a cosmetic for when She-Hulk comes out, and is definitely something that we could justify charging $14 for. So if you're excited about it, we will definitely do our best to add that to the game with minimal bugs. Red Hawk will be in the game. It's definitely possible, Shadow Zone. It's something that we have been working on. Possibly. I cannot confirm or deny. Please do more of these. You answer a lot of questions. Thank you, Daniel. If there are no more dev streams, I will definitely consider filling in. Will Odin be like Jarvis in an Asgard biome? There's currently no plans for an Asgard biome, but if there is, we will definitely consider adding Odin as a voice similar to Jarvis. That is a great suggestion, Tyversal. What will be revealed at E3? Junior, you can expect some more footage and information about Black Panther, the Cosmic Cube, as well as other events in Marvel's Avengers, and the reveal of a brand new game, which may or not be Guardians of the Galaxy. Interesting, Luigi, that you think the cosmetics are too cheap. I know a lot of people think that they are overpriced, but if you think they're too cheap, we can definitely suggest adding the prices. Say maybe, what are you thinking, like $20 for a legendary? Is E3 tomorrow? The Marvel's Avengers presentation at E3 from Square Enix is next Sunday afternoon. Are mutants in the game? No, Silver Sable. Inhumans are in the game. They're not mutants. They're different. They're similar to mutants, but they're not. When is the MCU skin on Captain America? It's coming soon. You're really hoping that they add Squirrel Girl as a playable character? I too would love a Squirrel Girl playable character. I will definitely forward that one to the team. Model Prime armor skin for Iron Man. That is a great cosmetic. Wow. Imagine having really highly requested comic inspired skins in a Marvel game. Wow, these are amazing suggestions, Flash. I will for sure forward that one to the team. Please don't charge more. People won't buy. You'll lose money. Well, it seems to be mixed. Some people think we should charge more. Some people think we don't charge enough. We'll definitely continue evaluating the buying habits of you guys that are still playing this game, and we will adjust our prices accordingly so that we make the most amount of profit possible. Can we talk with everyone about future DLC, or should we wait? What about future DLCs would they like to know? Can we get exotic skins? Dread, are you suggesting that we do another tier of skin? Oh, thank you very much, VB Samana, for the donation. My official dev certificate. Wow, that is excellent. Can you play now, please? I will definitely wrap this question up in a few minutes. It's almost 6 o'clock. That's about the time the dev stream usually ends. So I'll take some more questions before we switch over to the game. If the server is turned off, will I not be able to play with bots? This game is not always online, unlike another Square Enix game, Outriders. So even when the game is offline, you will still be able to play it and beat up as many robots as you want. If they don't make swappable parts for heroes, how about swappable heads? That is an excellent suggestion, Flash. And we will definitely consider charging you for the ability to swap different parts. Thank you, Dread. Glad I could help. Are the Fantastic Four at least in the game? They are part of the Marvel universe, so you never know who might show up Silver Sable in future Marvel's Avengers content. Prediction for the Spider-Man DLC? I can tell you for sure, Jake, that you will be able to play as Spider-Man in the Spider-Man DLC, as well as fight Spider-Man villains. When will we get the Soon nameplate? Will it be animated? That is a great suggestion. We have been working on the Soon nameplate idea, and we definitely think we can get it out to you guys soon. You going to play the game after this? I am about to play the game right now, King J. In fact, I'm going to be playing with some of you guys. Well, thank you very much, Criminal Logic, for the generous donation. I appreciate you guys very much. Please adjust a fix for the free Hawkeye suit. His mouth is visible when you should only see the mask. I believe that we did a fix was pushed for that skin so that the mask appears in game. And if there's still a remaining bug that causes it to disappear outside of gameplay, we're sorry. That is definitely something that is not working as intended, and hopefully there will be a fix soon, or not. We again have to prioritize bugs because resources. How old will Spider-Man be? Carson, Spider-Man will be a young man. Spider-Man villains? Yes, Matthew, Spider-Man will have villains. You're great at doing what the actual devs do is exactly how it goes. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. And a Spider-Man DLC would be his villains. There will be villains in Spider-Man's DLC, definitely. Will you be answering questions while you play? I will still answer questions while I play. Yes, Carson. Though I will not be acting as a fill-in for the dev. So feel free to adjust your questions accordingly. It's still bugged on the main menu. You can see his mouthpiece. That's unfortunate, Daniel. I did notice that as well. Unfortunately, that probably won't be fixed today, but soon you may or may not expect a fix. MCU nameplate for $20. I'm not sure we can justify a $20 nameplate, but if you're willing to pay for it, we will definitely consider adding that to the marketplace. Do you think we'll get underwear Spider-Man? That is definitely a great suggestion for our skin, Jesse, and we will forward that one to the team. Okay, that is the conclusion of the developer stream without developers. Thank you very much for your questions. I will now be switching over to play some Marvel's Avengers, and if you guys want to play with me, you're definitely more than welcome to do that. I'll be playing for an hour or so, just for fun, as I usually do after these streams are over. When will the cosmetic rework vendor happen? That's a great question, Daniel. No stream, Joseph. There was a stream, but not an official one. The developers could not be here because they are preparing for E3. So I just filled in for them for an hour. So let's switch over to the game. Play a little Marvel's Avengers. Could I invite you? I can absolutely invite you. Oh, looks like I have no internet connection. Let me just run a quick test. Looks like I'm good. Let's jump into it. Do I play on PC? I do not. I play on PlayStation 5. Will I be playing as Thor? Actually, I think I'll be switching to Iron Man because I know how much people love to see Iron Man. And I'll be sending some invites out for you guys that want to play. Thank you, Flash. I appreciate it. What's my refresh rate? I'm not sure. That's one down. I see the DBZ Kakarot. Yes, I will be playing that on stream when the DLC drops. I'm very excited about it. I want to play Ratchet and Clank as well. Anything new this week? Nothing new this week, Tez, unfortunately, except the knowledge that the Square Enix presents at E3 will be next Sunday. So all the new information about Marvel's Avengers, you'll have to wait until next Sunday. Where are the next MCU skins coming after Endgame? That is a great question, Carson. Since I am no longer pretending to be doing the dev stream, I can tell you that Age of Ultron Captain America is definitely one of the skins that leaked, so definitely expect that one. What is the DLC? I've not been keeping up with it. The next DLC is going to be Black Panther. There's also Spider-Man. The word soon sounds like a meme. It is a great word when you don't have a definitive answer to give people. Which should you buy first, MK85 or Illustrious? Neither. What about a Rona skin for Kate? That is a great idea. You should buy a Red Room if you don't have it. Best one. Along with MCU, which isn't in the store. Centurion is also pretty good. I also like Iron Knight. DLC for Kakarot. Oh yeah, the Future Trunks Warrior of Hope. That's the last DLC. It's basically you basically want to play out the Android saga in the future. Will Spider-Man have a story? Yes, Spider-Man will have a story when he's released into the game. Think they will surprise us and release Black Panther next month? Absolutely not, Jack. There is zero chance of that happening. But August is definitely possible. Let's see. Anyone else? Looks like we have one more spot. Said the MCU skin for Iron Man is still there. I believe they removed him. Oh, there he is. He definitely wasn't there last stream. They'll surprise us and release BP for Christmas. You want the Red Room Iron Man skin though for sure. I think it's his best skin other than the MCU one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have we have one more spot left if anyone wants to join. Is this a safe for work image, Ryan? Okay, good. That's not working as intended. My Iron Man collection looks like yours, Dread. I see. You'll play Antoine Wilkinson? I don't think I have you. Are you a subscriber? And you're not on my PSN list as well. If I do suits get bugged, that's really weird. It is weird how things that you pay for get bugged. Odd how that happens. What happened to Hawkeye? Hawkeye was cut in half by Taskmaster. It was a very brutal battle. What are the chances that classic cap skins make it to the shop on the 10th? Maybe 20%. HBK. I don't think I have you, but Team K, yeah. Yeah, if you're subscribed to me, I'll drop my PSN in the chat. There you go. There's my PSN for anybody that wants to join me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm currently trying to hit 2,000 subs by E3 next Sunday, this coming Sunday, next Sunday, the 13th. And I know we're pretty close. So if you guys can help me get closer, I would very much appreciate that. Most chill gamer tag ever. Thank you. I like to have my gamer tag match my personality. You haven't been able to play yet? Hopefully tomorrow indeed, Flash. I see you. HB. Here's that invite. Was there a dev stream today? Fortunately, TJ, the devs could not be here today, so I humbly filled in for them and took your questions about Marvel's Avengers. It was very fun, I think. I thought it was very productive. What time will you be hosting the session tomorrow? Around the same time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For all the members that are trying to hang out tomorrow, I already have the party chat set up. So if you want to play some Marvel's Avengers, you can play, or you just want to hang out and talk with us in the party chat, you can do that. But that is the members only gaming session tomorrow. You would pass out. They made a TASM 2 for the Amazing Spider-Man 2 for Spidey. Oh man, there's so many great suits they could have. So I hope they definitely don't mess it up. You need to be a dev. Well, if being a dev means just answering questions once a week, I'll happily take a paycheck from Square Enix. You just clean the toilet? That's very responsible, Logic. You're better than the actual devs. I do. I miss Layla too, Jack. If I can do a stream with me and Layla, I would definitely do that. Defenders assemble. If I get a new headset, you should get one with a microphone. You should get one with the no microphone. Get a separate microphone. I like so the headset I have. I have this Razer one. It's really good. It comes with a headset, but the headset is also detachable. and it has 3D audio. So I don't know what your price range is, but I prefer having the option of just having it all at once, all in one. Not a sponsor, but if you want to sponsor me, Razer, holla at me. That headset is fire. They should raise the cap on how high you can fly and make New York free roam. That's probably not possible in this game, but that definitely would be cool. Looks like we got everybody. What's that headset called? It is... I don't have the box anymore, but I can look it up real quick on Amazon. Tell you exactly what it is. It's the Razer Black Shark V2 Pro Wireless Gaming Headset with a spatial surround sound. And you can currently buy it on Amazon for $160 if you're in the market for a really good gaming headset. Again, not a sponsor. Post the link, but to the headset. Cap can teleport now. Yeah, anybody can teleport with the right bug. Not just Kate Bishop. If anyone's in the market, this is the headset that I personally use. Who's my main? Right now, actually, my main can be pretty much anyone, but I prefer Thor, Hawkeye, Hawk. It just depends. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Thor. Thor is my first main, so I favor him a bit. Thor, Hawkeye, and Hawk are probably my strongest characters, though. Also like Captain America. Would you like playing some VR chat? I haven't tried that. What is that all about? Dot is underrated, underappreciated, slept on. I appreciate it. That gives me the fire to keep fighting. One day I want to be popular enough to get invited to the secret Crystal Dynamics meetings that they have for the other content creators. Let me make sure I get all these villain sectors, and then we can get it. All right, let's go. Let's go punch some robots. You're welcome, Jess. This ain't the helicarrier. Right. I personally prefer Substation Zero. I was only using the helicarrier back when the cosmetic vendor was working. Now that there's no working cosmetic vendor, really no need. You were grinding Captain America for 2 days and his gear is actually bad, especially exotic. So that sucks, Diversal. I actually had some pretty decent luck with my Captain America. I like where my build's at right now. Especially if you could get Gamma on the shield, that's pretty good. You are the Sofa King one. Oh, thank you, Jess. Not sure what that means, but it sounds like a compliment. Man, you're excited for the future Marvel's Avengers? I am too. Put your ones in the chat if you're excited for the futures of Marvel's Avengers. You have enough, you can buy the headset? Nice. I definitely recommend it. It is a great headset, for real. The sound is awesome, and I like having the option for a headset and a mic, and the mic is actually very high quality, like very noticeably high quality. How do you get your power level higher? That's a great question. I have a video on my channel. I'll link the playlist to you guys. I have a video on leveling up your level to 50 with XP, and as well as getting your hero to power level 150. I'll put that in the chat for you. This is my leveling guide playlist for you guys that are trying to level your heroes. You just hope we were done with these bad events. I hope so too, Jack. I definitely want the events to go a lot better than they have. I'm hoping the Cosmic Cube is at least bug free relatively. I feel you, Tyversal. I don't think I actually use exotics on Captain America because I think the drops, at least of what I've gotten, the perks have just not been good at all. I'm usually getting better perks and stuff from legendary pieces. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. It's your birthday week for today. They better put great skins in the market so you can sink money to the game. I hope so too, Ryan. Happy pre-birthday, I guess. If I'm streaming, definitely make sure you remind me. Sty is the Sofa King. It's not the worst nickname I've ever gotten. So how do you get the Red Room nameplate? You're supposed to get it for completing the event, but because of bugs, apparently a lot of people didn't get it. How do you save your data for the Mega Hive? If you're talking about the trick, you exit to the main menu and you go to settings, and then you hit backup save and you choose one of your backup saves. It's going to be backup save 1 or 2. The first save is going to be your current game. The other 2 are going to be your previous save states. It's suggested that you finish the 7th floor of the hive first. Or, well, actually you can do this even if you finish the whole thing, but it is suggested to finish the 7th floor first and then close app and then reopen the game again after you finish the 7th floor to make sure that when you do the backup save trick, you start from the 7th floor completed instead of having to possibly go back further. It just makes it go faster. You like villain skins? Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just fighting MCU Thanos, comic Taskmaster. Thanos would definitely be pretty cool. Even though I know they made it clear that they don't want to make like a too much of an MCU game. But I think they should definitely add more iconic villains. Currently all spots are full, Matthew, but if somebody drops, I'll definitely keep you in mind. MODOK, I'm pretty sure they're going to do a MODOK villain sector. I'm not sure how far along they are, but it is something they are working on. Don't close app, start another mission. Start another mission, return to the Quinjet. All right, yeah. So finish the 7th floor, finish the 7th Mega Hive Gauntlet, do another mission, return to the Quinjet. And then the backup save trick should be better for you. You want a Loki villain sector? I do too. They teased Loki way back in the beginning of the game, and we haven't had anything since. So definitely curious what they plan on doing with Loki. You got bad news? What's the news? Let's use it, Sin. What happened? Give it to me straight. Says if you buy it. Really? Do you have a Prime membership? Because if you have a Prime membership, it should be available for overnight. That's what it said on mine. Any news about MCU skins? The news is that there is no news, unfortunately, Manuel. The MCU skins will not be out yet, but they are still coming out this month. I would guess they were saving them for the Cosmic Cube. You don't have one? Oh, you got to get a Prime membership, my guy. It's the best investment. Literally, if I ordered those headphones right now with my Prime membership, I could have them at like 4 a.m. Yeah, not even 1 or 2 days. I could literally get it overnight. Like Prime is lit. I definitely recommend getting one. Plus, if you have a Prime account, you can watch Invincible whenever you want. And that is a great show. Not sponsored by Amazon, but if Amazon wants to sponsor your boy, hit me up. Where do you get a membership? You got to do it on Amazon. You got to upgrade if you're on Amazon, you got to upgrade your account. I think it's like, what is it up to now? Like, I know it's over $100 for the year. I haven't checked lately. Think they need to cut off loose ties like Yelena Ball and Loki. I think they should definitely revisit Loki. I know a lot of people will want that. It's just, yeah, they definitely should be careful about characters they tease if they're not going to put more effort into it. Like the fact that the mistake they made was making Yelena such a prime focus of the event. If they didn't plan on having her appear, or even just as a voice, I thought that was a mistake. They definitely have a habit of teasing and not delivering. He could try it for free. Yeah, there might be a. I would be surprised if there wasn't a first time trial. If you want to do a trial run, but I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you shop online a lot. You're like a 7-day trial. Fruit salad. I too enjoy fruit salad. if that's all you were trying to do. Any more story? Yeah, that definitely would be nice. A little more something to these events. But by their own admission, these events were basically like placeholders. But they should definitely put at least a little more effort into it. I think it should get better once they are back in the offices full time and are working at more efficiency. But yeah, basically they're basically in a position where they're trying to save, where they got to kind of save and pick and choose resources to allocate, because they want to make sure that the big stuff like Cosmic Cube and Patrol Mode and War for Wakanda go well, because they really need those to go well. if the Tachyon anomaly event or the Widow event flops, it's bad, but no one really cares. But if patrol mode or War for Wakanda flops, then it's really bad. Do you like your fruit salad to be tossed or turned? He's trying to be dirty. You got 5 swords from Last Avenger Standing. None of them are split shot arrow, and they're all pimp. Oh, that sucks. I haven't gotten a single exotic from the Last Avenger Standing in 2 months. Not a one. Is it just you, or is it weird how they killed off Taskmaster and Abomination when they could have used them for the story more? I mean, they're using them as clones, so they're gone, but not forgotten. And also, they didn't actually kill them. They arrested Taskmaster, and Hawk showed restraint in Heart of the Monster and spared Abomination. So I think canonically in this game they've been arrested, but AIM found a way to clone them so that we can have an excuse to keep fighting them every day in villain sectors. Coming soon. Soon is the word of the day. Another day, another Taskmaster. Funny that we literally just got both of them. I sometimes I get like Maestro. The other day I got the Warbots. Sometimes I get double Maestro, but today got the classic lineup: Taskmaster and Abomination. You want a Hydra mode? Actual Hydra mode. That sounds more like a iconic mission where he fights the Red Skull, but I would definitely be here for that. Iconic mission for Captain America where you fight Red Skull. That sounds lit. You think Black Panther is the key to this game? Agreed. If Black Panther doesn't do well, it's not looking good. They really have a lot riding on Black Panther. Regardless of how Black Panther comes out, even if Black Panther comes out amazing, you should 100% be skeptical of games that Square Enix produces going forward. Square Enix has pretty much established their track record as a publisher that does not care about the state of a game as long as they can make money off of it. They will happily force developers to release a game before it's finished if they think they could make a profit. So you should for sure be very skeptical of Square Enix games in the future. Make sure that you don't pre-order under any circumstances and wait for reviews that you trust before making a commitment. They have more kind missions. They have a way to introduce Bucky. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure exactly how they're going to add Bucky, but I'm sure. But they've pretty much established, I think, that they're going to have stories and stories for each DLC character. So I'm sure they have a way to add Bucky to the story smoothly. You think BP will fail? I don't know if it. Well, it's possible, for sure, but I would think that they know how much is riding on Black Panther. If they can put together a lot of content that actually works, then I think it will be a massive success. Are swappable heads really coming? No, they're not. As far as I know. It would be nice to play missions alone without AI companions. I know they're working on ways to change the amount of companions that are joining you, but so far I don't think they're going to let you get rid of AI companions just yet. Though I think they definitely should for more content. Like they did it. They did this for the Red Room. You couldn't have any companions whatsoever. But the problem with that is people obviously don't want any more single player content because it's been 8 months and there's still not enough multiplayer content. So if they could just make something that's multiplayer but without AI companions, I like the Omega level threats are going to be, I think that would be really good. Basically raid type stuff. I don't think so. Kate and Hawkeye weren't meant to be, huge expansions. So I don't think that's really anything to go by. Black Panther is supposed to be a very big content drop, and it's not like we don't have any information. Look at Hawk. It's not like we don't have any information about what's going to be in it. Some stuff has leaked about it, so I definitely think that the potential is there for it to be really good. Plus, they have figured out the work from home situation a lot better since then. Yeah, they should definitely bring back the multiple hero thing. I'm not sure why they even got rid of that to begin with. I don't know. I still know what the holdup is. They haven't really given us a real explanation. They said at the start of the Tachyon anomaly, they would bring it back if it was requested, but I don't understand why they wouldn't just add it back. They knew we were going to love it. I'm not sure why they need to do considerations or anything. Just put it back in the game. It should have been in the game all along. I think the game would have been better if Sony just made it. Miles Morales was dope, just very short. So you basically want it. So it wasn't Sony that made it; it was Insomniac. So you would want Insomniac to have developed the game. Yeah, that's definitely popular. That's definitely a popular suggestion. Insomniac has been killing it lately. How is the Kree going to play in the Black Panther DLC? I'm not sure the Kree are going to appear in Black Panther DLC. They might get a reference at the end. But as far as I know, the Kree invasion isn't coming until later on. And I don't think they're going to I don't think they're going to be involved in the Black Panther DLC. It's just going to be Claw, possibly Ultron. How do you get that Unibeam to be so strong? Well, it's not that strong, but the higher your valor, the stronger your heroics are. So if you want your heroics like your Unibeam to pack a punch, you want to get gear pieces that have a lot of valor. You'll have a limited time event with BP. That's actually not true. The the raid will be a part of the expansion. It's not going to actually be a limited time event. Hawaiian shirt Black Panther. Don't give them the idea. I'm mad I gave them that idea on stream. They better not do it. No Hawaiian shirt, please. on T'Challa. I will not be handling that well. The Avenger Kree invasion will be an Apollo and Adonis Kree box in Avengers timed event. I think it's probably going to be all a part of the Captain Marvel DLC. I think they're going to launch the Captain Marvel character as an expansion, similar to how they're doing Black Panther, which should be interesting. And that'll bring in the Kree invasion. That makes the most sense, at least to me. Yeah, there is a claw raid. A claw raid is coming in the Black Panther expansion. Yeah, the whole claw thing, that's going to actually be a raid. That was a leaked up thing. That was leaked early last year by Miller. Cowabunga dudes. Oh no. Surfer sets with Black Panther. Oh, that would be so cringe. Sad this game is not looking too good. It's looked a lot worse. It's definitely gotten a lot better. And that's why I'm like excited to see what they do at E3. Because I think they can, if they at least do a really good presentation, they can ride a lot more goodwill to kind of make up for the negative press they've gotten lately. Because they've gotten a lot, and they've gotten a lot of it. And they've deserved it for the most part. You know, obviously, apart from the stuff that wasn't true, they've definitely stepped on a lot of landmines lately. So you're dead, and get you, and get you. Vision would be closest to Superman type character. Yeah, Vision, Captain Marvel. What's actually going to happen in the raids, though? That is the question. Presumably, the raids will have puzzles, will have puzzle elements on top of the usual stuff. Hopefully, they have better objectives. What MCU skins do you think is next? I know that Captain America and Thor are next. Beyond that, I don't know. But those two are next. What's up with the Cowboy Hawk? I actually like it a lot. It's part of cowboy skins that are coming. Those were part of the leaks. So there are more cowboy skins coming if you like that one. I personally did dig it. I did not mind it at all. I think Black Panther is going to be awesome. I think his combat is going to be awesome. His cosmetics look awesome. The issue is going to be the content of the DLC itself. Not Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is actually nothing like Iron Man. She, especially in the comics, she's Iron Man. Iron Man is more like Batman. Captain Marvel is definitely in the Superman class of character in that she's incredibly fast, has super strength, can fly, especially in outer space, and she also has energy attacks. And in the comics, energy absorption. The Jarvis hacking floors are so annoying. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping that we don't get any more of the Jarvis hacking stuff going forward, because I think we can all agree we're quite tired of that as an objective. Had they revealed BP outfits? Just the one. That's all we got so far. Maybe we'll get more next Sunday at E3, but so far we just have the one they showed in the reveal trailer. Captain Marvel and Iron Man's yeah, I agree, Tyversal. I don't get that one. Iron Man shoots beams from his hands. So does Captain Marvel. By that logic, Iron Man and Goku are the same character. What are you talking about, bro? That's because they just shoot beams. That's silly. They're fundamentally different characters. Oh man. It's not like Vision doesn't shoot beams either. He shoots a beam out of his forehead. So your comparison doesn't even work. Even in that, even your internal logic doesn't really follow on that one. Combat wise, how would they differ? Captain Marvel would not have different different projectiles tied to her intrinsic because of being in a suit of armor. She'd have energy attacks, but that's it. She would also have much better melee, presumably, because she's also a melee fighter in canon. Iron Man is mainly just about his lasers, his rockets, and his repulsors. Iron Man actually is strong. His suit is strong, but he's obviously not Captain Marvel strong or Superman strong. With the characters in the game, she'll probably play most like Thor. I imagine she'll be another flying powerhouse that's good for clearing out rooms, similar to Thor. She'll have melee and ranged options, and she'll probably have some AoE and invulnerability states to exploit. Maybe in like her binary mode if they have that. Hey, Lopez, I think. Currently the roster is full, but if someone drops, we can definitely add some more people. Well, what weapon will she have? She won't have any weapons. She is a weapon. She has her fists, and she can shoot energy. Those are the only weapons she has and needs. We definitely do need more flying characters for sure. I love the flying characters. No weapons essentially makes her Iron Man, minus rockets and lasers. That doesn't make any sense. Iron Man, no weapons makes her the exact opposite of Iron Man. he has 3 different weapons. What do you mean? How does her having no weapons make her essentially Iron Man? He has 3 weapons. Doesn't make any sense. Plus, one of his heroics is another weapon in and of itself. It's one of his ultimate is a battle suit, so that's another weapon. You think they should? Yeah, we all know that they should increase Cap's sprint speed, but it doesn't look like they're going to. I mean, gameplay wise, how we use her, she would play similar Iron Man. No, she wouldn't. Iron Man is a primarily ranged character. We don't know exactly how they're going to build her, but she's not like Iron Man. The only gameplay similarity is that she can fly. Iron Man is not a powerhouse like that. Like if you look at Captain Marvel's skill set from the comics, which is probably what they're going to be drawing from, she has pretty much no similarities to Iron Man. It doesn't really make any sense to compare their potential playstyles based on her abilities in the comics. Like her binary mode could be similar to, it's probably going to be similar to either Thor's Warrior's Fury or Hulk's Bone Shaker. And she'll probably have some very good melee combos because, again, her only range attack is an energy projectile. What will I not believe, Yasin? It will have to be something pretty incredible for me not to believe it. You can have Iron Man, you can make a laser build, but his lasers are still a ranged attack. You can just use them at close range, but he's still using his weapon, which is tied to his intrinsic, and the fact that his attacks are tied to his intrinsic meter makes him fundamentally different from every character in the game, especially potential characters like Captain Marvel. I also think Iron Man is just flat out better if you play him ranged and with the rockets in terms of power. You think we can have an Ultron villain sector? We know they're working on Ultron. I don't know if they're going to make him a villain sector, but it is very possible that he will be in Black Panther. You have just enough to buy the headset and buy DBZ Kakarot. Lit. I definitely recommend that I definitely endorse that purchase. Down to the penny. Wow. Got exact. It must be destiny. Don't hesitate. Do it. Do I never press the square button? I do, but the square button is not very good when you're Iron Man. You don't have a lot of great options. Iron Man is literally limited to shooting lasers, beams, and rockets if you want to do any real damage. His melee isn't good. That is the problem. Because of his weapon, because of who he is, all of his powerful attacks are tied to his intrinsic. if you're doing an actual melee build with Iron Man where you're using Square, it's not going to be very good. Destiny has made you tell you the headset now. Destiny has taken its course to your wallet. Razer should sponsor you. They absolutely should sponsor me. I will happily take that money. And it's actually a product that I use and endorse. They should add new heroic moves. They should, Jesse. His melee is boring as well. It certainly is. He does just fine. That's the thing. You can make any character just fine. This game isn't difficult. The issue is that if you are just using Iron Man's melee and you're not using his lasers, you're not doing anywhere near as much damage as someone that, say, is using their ranged. You can clear easy content if you're doing that, sure, but you're not doing nearly as much damage if you're just using his light attacks. Have I ever tried a melee build? I have. I've tried the laser build. The lasers are fun. The rockets are actually just more powerful. That's why I prefer the rockets. Because I like to just use the most powerful build. It's amazing, not fun. If you enjoy unathletic punches, go for it. Yeah, like if you're clearing missions doing this, you're not doing anything. This is his best attack is the signature. And the best use for the signature is for status effect. And then you still need your ranged attacks to do it, to take advantage of it. Hawkeye is the most versatile. I actually think Thor is the most versatile. Hawkeye is pretty straightforward. You do a range build, bag of tricks, or you do the Ronin samurai route. But Thor, you have the Valor build that just destroys everything. But you could also do a very powerful melee build because he has some of the strongest melee in the entire game. But then he also has incredible ranged abilities if you just want to make a build around throwing the hammer. So I think Thor is actually ahead when it comes to versatility. You have to mix it up with Iron Man. You can mix it up, but I'm talking about, you seem to not understand. I'm talking about optimal playstyle. Iron Man, you can do other things with Iron Man. They're just objectively some things with Iron Man, the abilities that are better than others. Like you can absolutely use his normal melee combos, but if you're attempting to actually, win, you're not going to be as effective. Even Kyle plays ranged Iron Man. Most people do ranged Iron Man because that's his most powerful. His rockets are objectively his strongest ability. Obviously, you don't have to play a character by using their strongest abilities, but that doesn't change the fact that it's their strongest ability. His Gambit still as strong as your mom's slipper. It's not as strong as it was. It doesn't melt bosses like it did before, but it is still very powerful, especially if you use Captain America. That might be a bug too, but Captain America and Gamma is a lot more powerful than it should be. I think we'll get MCU skins next week. I don't think they're going to release any MCU skins next week either now. I think they're going to wait until after E3. I think it's most likely that they wait until the Cosmic Cube event itself, because they don't seem to be wanting to release MCU skins by themselves. They've been releasing them as part of events. You think C might be a troll? I mean, depends on what you mean properly. If you mean optimally, then no, there's only one optimal way to build Iron Man, and that's focused on range and rockets. If you talk about just functional in terms of can clear content in this game, then yeah, you can build him for repulsors, you could build him for lasers, you can do whatever you want. All right, looks like Ryan dropped. So that is the headset better wired or wireless? I have the wireless. I like having I just don't like wires. I just don't like cords. But you can still plug it in when it needs to be charged. But I prefer to have the freedom of movement with wireless. Just Dance Iron Man show. We do have a spot open. Thanks, Ryan. I'll see you. It's just a God slave in disguise. I don't think. I don't think so. He would definitely be a lot more passionate. And I'm pretty sure Godslave uses the rockets too, from what I've seen on stream. Hi, Mel. I don't think I have you on my friends list. Are you a subscriber, and have you already added my PSN? Your God's day. They literally gave him 3 ranged options to choose from, and also has ranged weapons as heavy attacks. Clearly, his range is optimal build. Well, yeah, of course. I I would think that I would thought that went without saying, but it does. You think if he was, he wouldn't have enough characters to write in the chat. They say anything about MCU Captain America? Just that they will be released when they're ready. My PSN is Sadat Soul. That's the beauty of the game, is we can make our own builds and then call others' builds trash. That's the beauty of every game, like where there's any kind of build diversity. The guys say this game is disgusting. To be fair, there are definitely aspects of this game that are in fact disgusting, like $10 emotes, which they tried to slide in under the radar, like we weren't going to notice. Let you spend, yeah, let your son spend his money, bro. Come on, Crystal, get it together. Could you join? We just filled up again. Sorry, Jamie, but add my PSN and we'll get you next time. We can love who we choose and chill over who we like to. That's weird. That's weirdly beautiful. They definitely need to change some animations on Stormbreaker. to make it work with Mjolnir. That's why I'm thinking they're not going to add Stormbreaker yet, if they plan on doing it at all. Your show for every character in the game, and that's not in the game. I'm a show for every character in the game except Iron Man. They don't upgrade his jump. I wouldn't play with Hulk again. I honestly don't care. Hulk is already pretty much the fastest character in the game with his jumping. The only thing that's a bit annoying about Hulk's jumping is reaching platforms, but otherwise, I don't mind at all, and I love playing him because he's stupidly powerful. Vibranium skins when Black Panther DLC, calling it now. I don't know if they're going to do it, but that'd be a great idea if they did. Is there even anywhere to farm exotics that have not been nerfed? No. You ran Breakout 50 times. I think they nerfed Breakout a while ago. You're better off doing the multiplayer version of the Tachyon. Your show for life. You pay $20 for a Black Panther with a surfboard emote. Oh my god. Please don't give them ideas, Electro. They might actually do that. I don't shill over Iron Man, yet you're using him now. If you, I don't know if you're new to my streams, but it's like a running joke that I actually don't like Iron Man at all. I don't actually enjoy his character, but I use him because a lot of people just like watching Iron Man. So I will play Iron Man, especially if I'm just doing whatever missions. Give Iron Man 2 wrist blades, make a melee. Yo, that's a whole resin. Melee's trash because it's unathletic and boring. Sure. Yeah, he could definitely use some spice to his melee, I think. Yeah, in-game Thor, make him fat Thor with the accurate hair. I don't think they're going to do... I'm fairly confident that we're going to get the skinny version of Endgame Thor, because the fat Thor would just be too much extra work, and I don't think they're willing to do that. I don't think they're it'd be so much easier for them. Like, not only is the Infinity War Thor look more popular than Fat Thor, it'd be much easier to do. That's why I don't see them going with Fat Thor, because if they go with Fat Thor, it would be much easier for them to mess it up. Because there's a lot more accuracy they have to pay attention to. They'd have to change the character model, which they wouldn't even do for Hulk. They wouldn't even make Hulk thinner and stand up straighter to go with his endgame look. So I have a hard time believing they actually make Thor fat. You feel me? Iron Man is garbage. I know, Thor supremacy, my guy. Thor supremacy. They really tried to put a $10 emote on Thor, like and Iron Man. And the Iron Man skin was off. The Iron Man emote was terrible. That awful lazy slow clap emote. They really tried to charge us $10 for it. They were really trying to finesse us that week before they got rid of it. You want Infinity War with Stormbreaker? Definitely looks better with Stormbreaker, but I'm not going to knock them if they don't put Stormbreaker in, because I know that even though they said they're working on weapon skins, I don't know if they can actually get that out that fast. I don't know how long they've actually been working on weapon skins, but I know Stormbreaker is more complicated to put in because of the animations. The Iron Man, well, yeah, it was definitely grandpa clapping at your wedding emote. It was by far the laziest thing I've ever seen them do. If they don't make him fat, and give him the long hair, I will be very, very annoyed, as will a lot of people. Especially since they already have a short hair Thor in the game. And they already got a ton of backlash over the hair for Black Widow and Hulk. And Hawkeye. So if they, after all this time, if they went out and still gave Thor long hair, I mean, that would just look like like they're just trying to spit in our face. Like, we know you absolutely do not want this, but we're just going to do it anyway. That's what that would be saying to me if they give us long hair Thor. My PSN is Sadat Soul. Can't wait for Winter Soldier with the AR rifle. That would be pretty cool. I too am looking forward to the Winter Soldier. You saying the takedowns are done in order? What really needs to be fixed is that takedowns should be free. How about we fix that? Why are we charging $6 for takedowns? Takedown should just come with the game. Normalize telling them to make takedowns free. Start a petition or something. Lowercase Adazzo, indeed. Thank you guys. I should make you send a moderator. You can do the dirty work for me while when I have to, during the times I have to focus. Hey, King is back. I see you. Yeah, where the dev stream is officially over to itself. Yeah, once if my chat keeps growing at the current rate, I might eventually need a moderator for real. So I'll definitely it'll definitely be a defender for sure if I make someone a mod. You want to join too, King? Currently we're full, but as soon as someone drops, can definitely get you in. Thing about the MK85 and MK is that you feel like it's perfectly reasonable for them to have added the nano blades and the blasters things. Yeah, those sound more like combat features, which might be in their plans to expand the combat of the characters, the OG characters, but I don't think it's something we're getting soon. We actually hit 90 today in chat. That live stream was pretty lit. I think I got rated by Miller too. I saw Miller actually rated me too. So we definitely got up there. I didn't get to check the numbers, but we're doing pretty well for a dev stream without the devs. A biased soul should be moderator. Are you saying that defenders can't be unbiased in their moderation? They'll have very clear guidelines of how they need to moderate. Was that the real Miller? Yeah, that was the real Miller. That was indeed the real Miller. So this week we've had Lajun and Miller stop by my stream. I feel blessed. All we need is Tony Bing stopped by before, so all we need is revealing too much to hop in. Yeah, am I drunk or are we famous? I mean, this is Marvel's Avengers, so fame is indeed a very relative term in this context, but yeah, but we're getting known this around the community. It's a pretty small community, but yeah, we're making the rounds. Imagine a Super Rebel registration. Bro, sometimes I'm not even sure Super Rebel is a real person. He's just I feel like he's just an AI designed to make high performing Marvel's Avengers videos. Who's next? Snoop Dogg. It would be absolutely hilarious if Snoop Dogg was like a huge Marvel's Avengers fan and was just randomly watching the stream. You need Kyle to stop by. I definitely don't. Though it would be hilarious. Super Rebel is Jarvis. It's a small community because no one's playing this game as they should be. True. The community is definitely not as large as it should be, but I'm hoping Black Panther changes that because I've got my place in it now. We can only grow from here. But it is definitely big enough that me, just a random dude that never made YouTube videos before, can make YouTube partner in a month and have live streams that are watched by 100 people at once. So not a huge community, but pretty decent. Yeah, I've been like, yo guys, want some weed? He's a reptilian. Thoughts on Avengers Campus at Disney? I didn't look into it. I saw Black Widow. Well, I saw Scarlett Johansson was promoting the movie, and they had Anthony Mackie taking photos that people really loved. So that was cute. I have no idea what it is otherwise. How do you think they will add War Machine to the story? I'm not sure they're adding War Machine. The deal with War Machine is that it's possible that he's been canceled. War Machine, they did a lot of development work on War Machine, but then just abruptly stopped, and they transferred some of his assets to Iron Man, and they just haven't picked them up since. You bet Robert Downey Jr. doesn't even watch YouTube. I'm sure he watches. Everyone watches YouTube. He probably doesn't watch streamers. You have any advice for small YouTubers like me? Only have 62 subs. Yeah. Considering I started this channel in March with 17 subscribers. So it's definitely possible to do what you're going to do. I would say if you're starting out, the most important thing to do before you worry about anything else is finding the right niche. Niche is very, very important. Like a lot of people will tell you, oh, look at marketing and your equipment, and before all that, pick the right niche. I picked Marvel's Avengers because it's something that I was passionate about and something that I could speak with and perform and do with some measure of authority, because I was very familiar with the game. I was very good at the game. You want to make, and there was a market for more people to talk about the game and do that sort of thing. So you want to find a niche that is something that you're passionate about and you're familiar with, because if you're going to do the YouTube thing, you're going to want to make sure that it's something you actually care about, because when you're making videos, when you're editing, what's going to get you through all that, the boring stuff, is actually having a passion for the content you're making. If you're just making content that you don't care about because you think it'll be good for the analytics, you're probably not going to last long, because people will be able to tell that you're not really into it. and you're not going to be really motivated to do it. So pick your niche very wisely. And after you do that, I definitely just suggest from there looking at the best people in your niche. Do research. Once you pick your niche, find the people that are performing the best within your niche and just copy off of what they're doing. Look at how they title their videos, look at the topics they cover on the videos, look at how they do their thumbnails, and just copy a bunch of stuff and then just see what works for you. You should add a niche of do-rags because you always have one on. Yep, that's part of my brand. You're welcome, King Doom. You want to do it since you were 9? Oh yeah, I literally never wanted to be a YouTuber. It was just like a whim. I just did it on a whim. You sound like a Marvel dev as many times as you're saying the word niche. Do Marvel devs use the word niche? I thought I sounded like one of those content creators that make videos on how to get a lot of views. Durag Sadat 69. Why does it always gotta be 69? Why can't it be a clean number? Like 88. Durag strap, like I'm bringing 88 back. Just so you know, if you ever become famous and you're still around streaming, you'll give you a mega shout out. I appreciate you, King Doom. Regardless, don't be a stranger. You're going to create a channel called Big Daddy ATL. No, you're not. You're not subjecting anyone else to that terrible username. You will not. Stop it. Coming soon, niche. That's Marvel's Avengers in a nutshell, especially last year. Feel like Iron Man Endgame skin is cool. You like the Iron Man skin? Yeah, it's probably their best skin. Too bad they don't have more skins of this quality. New Master 69. We like 69. Of course you like 69. You're all children. $69 is a lucky number for us Sadat viewers. That's the blue Iron Man. Oh God, no. Blue Iron Man skin. Those blue hollows are the ugliest things I've ever seen. I can't believe someone actually signed off on those. Surprised you can't hear you laughing. You know, you secretly. I hate your screen name with everything in my being. there's no secret love. I absolutely despise everything about your username. Is the Centurion skin. That's a great one too, for sure. Honestly, I think it's pretty close, but I think it's the MCU one and then the Red Room one. Even though it's a recolor, the Red Room one just looks so clean and fire. I have I'm almost an adult and only cried once. This is fun. SpongeBob. Isn't Patrick getting his own show? Finally, Patrick's getting his own spinoff show. I think I read that on Twitter. For all you SpongeBob stans. The first blue Iron Man skin. I'll probably have it. I'll check it out. Ooh, that fresh frame drop. 69 is the number of times you've said eat. That's probably accurate. You do say yeet a lot. It's like your go-to word. You're 17 and cried at the new SpongeBob movie. I legit have not watched SpongeBob in like years. Your generation of cartoons are just trash. I'm sorry. SpongeBob is okay for the memes mostly, but I'm sorry. Your kids these days don't know what real cartoons are. The 90s had the best cartoons by far. The stuff out today is just trash in comparison. Bro, what they give us the Mark 42 MCU skin? Hooray for Iron Man fans. I've said this before. I'm not a fan of the Iron Man. I think he gets too many great skins, and I don't think he has that many skins that even look that good. Every once in a while, to watch the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob whenever you eat, just because you can't find anything on YouTube in time. Yeah, that might be a generational thing. When I always have something to watch, but if I was going to default to something that I've seen like a million times, it would probably be The Office. Or Parks and Rec. Cat Dog was gas. Facts. Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Rocket Power, Hey Arnold, Our Real Monsters. Just heat. Nothing but heat. 2021 fights. 1v Call of Duty Rogue say SpongeBob was trash. But y'all Call of Duty weirdos. I've never played that game. Y'all kids love your Call of Duty. Invincible. That's an adult cartoon. It doesn't count. The Thornberries. Yep. Wild Thornberries. You were default to Marvel Phase 1. I have rewatched I knew I was going to do it eventually, but I did. When WandaVision was coming out, I rewatched the entirety of the Marvel movies that were on Disney Plus. It's pretty funny actually watching how Marvel changed, like especially if you watch the first two Iron Man movies, because they came out before Disney took over. And it's just kind of funny to see what you could get away with in the MCU before Disney took over. I legit never played COD. Easy. I just never played it. People were like, "Hey, you want to play COD?" And I was like, "Nah." Darkwing Duck. That's right. How's your beam lasting so long on Iron Man? You're not the other. Apparently, I thought everyone knew this. With Iron Man, you're supposed to use the precision refractor, and then when you use the unibeam, you hold R1 or whatever console you're playing on. Instead of just pressing the unibeam, you just hold it. Have I seen the 2008 Incredible Hulk? You think it's an underrated gem? I wouldn't say it's a gem or underrated, but I have seen it. I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was particularly groundbreaking, though. So Rebel, how'd you think of these Super Rebel? I low key thought that too as soon as I saw Rebel. Out of the corner of my eye. Dexter's Lab and Eddie. Yo, Dexter's Lab went hard. Powerpuff Girls. Gargoyles, yep. This is a deep cut, but Mighty Max. if anybody remembers that, you're one of the cool ones. If you know, you know. Yo, that Adaptoid hits me that garbage one more time. They're rebooting Rugrats. I saw on what is it, Paramount Plus, one of those new bootleg streaming services that no one's gonna sign up for. I heard it's trash. It looks weird. I'm honestly not a fan of the CGI Rugrat look. You hate the fire adaptoids? Everyone did. That's why they got nerfed to the point where now they're trash. Because a lot of people are like, they're too hard. You'll be famous if all the other Avenger YouTubers showed up out of the blue. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like I said, it's not like a huge community. I know pretty much all of the big ones except for the only ones I don't really know are the Assemble podcast guys, High Ruler and Stardust. But I know Revealing, I know Miller, I know Lejeune, I know Tony. It's a nice, small but vibrant community. Mighty Mouse, hey, you need to know my build for Hawkeye and Iron Man. I have a Iron Man build video on my channel that I released not too long ago. If you want to check it out. I also have a Hawkeye one, but that one's definitely old. It's not my current Hawkeye build. But it is a basic blueprint for a bag of tricks. You miss hand-drawn animations? Yeah. I definitely like the 90s aesthetic. How can they reboot Rugrats? I mean, they did a full reboot. Yeah, they did. Yeah, canonically, yeah, the Rugrats are grown up, but they decided, no, we're just going to reboot the whole thing, starting from when they're babies. Everybody's a baby again. And it doesn't look like they have Dill, I don't think, or Kimmy. I saw the trailer. Mufasa, everything the light touches is ours. Did he go right through the shield? They're making another Spider-Man game. Yep, they're making Insomniac is working on a Spider-Man sequel. You're welcome, Purity. Do I know Kyle? I do not. You should do a co-op stream with Tony when BP drops. I did talk to Tony a couple weeks ago about doing a team up when the Omega level threats come out. So that should be pretty lit. Trying to see if we could get a team together of some other streamers. I think that'd be pretty cool for your first Omega level threat. And I think Black Panther's going to have a raid too, so yeah, that could be a thing. I should make a Defenders podcast. I mean, there's already a podcast for Marvel's Avengers, the Assembles podcast. I don't think I would. I feel like a Defenders podcast would be a little derivative from those guys. Did I watch Earth Mightiest Heroes? Yeah, I did. I watched that when it first dropped. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like, because before that, I usually just watched DC's animated stuff, like Young Justice and Justice League Unlimited. But Earth Mightiest Heroes was pretty good. Ben 10, Avatar 2000. Yeah, the original Avatar run was classic. I never got into Ben 10 though. Treacle. Ben 10, the nostalgia's hitting you hard. You love Ben 10. Saturday going to be the OLT days with the Defenders. What champion skill points am I using with Iron Man? I don't think I use too many on Iron Man. Yeah, I'm just using critical damage and heroic charge rate. Those are the few that actually work. Assembles podcast. Hello, welcome to today's podcast. Makes a Defenders podcast. So that hold my beer. Hold my beer. Yeah, it would feel weird making a Defenders podcast for Marvel's Avengers when there's already Avengers podcast. Besides, I like doing I like doing the stream as is, but I definitely am going to have like more discussion type stuff. Like I have the next week I have the Loki episode breakdown plan. This was brought up a couple weeks ago of just kind of doing a stream where we're just chatting. So I figured, oh well, Loki would be a pretty good idea to do that. I can do a recap of the episode that I could probably push to YouTube separately, and then we can just talk about the episode, what we liked, what we didn't like. They should just make a Marvel's Avengers Streamers Edition. What would be in the Streamers Edition? Would it just be for us, and we just get like really good gear drops? Who's my favorite Marvel character? Doctor Strange. I love the Strange. You want to see my mastery? My mastery for Hugh. Loki Friday? Loki is actually Wednesday. This is my current Hawkeye. It's very different from the one in the original build video. Sadat Man. Doesn't quite work, but yeah. Definitely don't want to be associating too much with Iron Man. Favorite villain? Magneto, actually. Magneto's my favorite villain at Marvel. Iron Man and Hawkeye. Mastery. Pretty straightforward. Stunning blow. Sharp fragments. Heroic burst. Pulsar charge. Tripwire spread. Ensnare targets. Parting gifts. Energy boost. Off balance. Overcharge efficiency 1. 2. And critical might. Sadat and Thor. Thor dot. Sadat and Hawk. Dark. Hulk. I thought Breakout was nerfed. Everything's nerfed, my guy. We did a bunch of Tachyon Rifts on the session last Saturday with the Defenders. No exotics for any of us. Everything's nerfed. Welcome to your doom, beta. I gotta do it in a deep voice. Welcome to your doom, beta testers. Sulk. Do your game changer. Oh, thank you, Purity. I actually like Sulk a lot. You got one. Oh yeah, Tyverso got one. I didn't. Well, I didn't get any. I got legendaries, and then afterwards, we all started getting purples. Like the drop rates got worse the more we played. The shells a gold mine. Thank you, King Doom. And we got the emotes for it. Sulk Smash. I could also someone brought up that I should do like an emo stream. So if I adopted Sulk as my alter ego, I can just cover Marvel content and just in a very depressed way because I'm Sulk. The channel is full of love and sulking. Yeah, I could just deliver everything just mad like in the latest Marvel's Avengers news. Hello, salutations, whatever. It's Sulk the gamer. Dr. Sadat. Hey, there we go. Sorcerer Supreme. How'd you guys get the Marvel emotes? They are a channel perk. At dot. It's a channel perk for members. If anyone that joins and becomes a member, they get the emotes as well as early access to content, member exclusive videos, etc. I'm also working on a Discord. Sadat man. See, Sadat the heroes with the man doesn't quite work. It can't be the man, it has to be like Spider Dot. Captain Sadat. There we go. Sadat America. Sadat Panther. I'm gonna have a Saitama emote soon too. I know I make sure I do the Beta Ray Bill when I need more members though, so that YouTube can raise the emote limit. But I'm gonna have Beta Ray Bill. I'm trying to get Saitama in there. Hope your Kamala's not nerfed. I don't think any characters are going to be nerfed. That's the one thing they've gotten right so far, unlike Outriders. It's a PvE game, so there's really no reason to nerf characters or builds at all. Yeah, if you aren't Apple or iOS, you can't join. Yeah, that is a limitation I did notice. But if you're on your laptop, you can join. If you have a Mac. When Bruce gets angry, he turns into Hulk, but when Hulk gets sad, he turns into Sulk. Should I write that comic? Should I do a screenplay for that? I feel like I should do it. If I could find someone that could do the artwork, I would definitely make a Sulk comic. How do we join the E3 event? E3 itself, in years past, you have to buy tickets, which are very expensive. I'm not sure how they're doing it this year with the pandemic in terms of, the audience. But previously, yeah, you just had to buy tickets and then fly out there because it's usually held in California. Salt, the last defender. There's your title. Your sin is the real MVP. Yep, I can do that solo. 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 Yeah. With my Frank Ocean flow. Yeah, your sin is definitely trying hard to be a moderator. He's definitely making a strong campaign to get that first mod slot. How do you feel about the new Guardians of the Galaxy game? I feel a bit skeptical, to be honest, because even though it's being developed by a different studio, it's still being published by Square Enix. And I know from experience that Square Enix is not going to wait until the game is ready. So it really comes down to how good the dev team is and how fast they can work to make the game as good as possible, because Square Enix will definitely make them release it before it's ready if they think they can make a profit out of it. Now, I'm also curious what kind of game they're going to make it. Are they going to go for a live service again? Because that didn't go well. That's why it's weird that if they're planning on announcing it so soon at E3, while Avengers is still kind of struggling, like it just feels, the timing just feels strange. Sadat don't need teammates to break the objectives. Yeah, that particular objective, I definitely don't with Hawkeye. I figured out how to do it pretty easily, which comes in handy sometimes. But yeah, the timing is weird to me. Like Avengers still isn't in a great place, and Square Enix is like, hey, do you like Avengers? No. Well, we're making another one. It's like, come on. Saddam, hey, no, not Sadat plus Venom. Sadat plus Venom is Saddam, and Saddam Hussein is not someone I want I want to be linked to. Senum, that's better. Jarvisberry is amazing. It is amazing. It's like you're basically invincible. Final Fantasy got Square Enix thinking they poop don't stink. It definitely does. Which is not justifiable, because FF14 was definitely not great, especially at launch. Bro, did you get a job with Square Enix? I did not, J Massey, but I'm not sure actually I would want a job with Square Enix, to be honest. But I mean, if they wanted if Square Enix wanted to pay me to do something or send me some free games, I wouldn't mind it. You got the creativity. Yes, you do. What's up, Geek Show? What did it do? I don't think Square Enix wants to have me there, though. I probably said too much about Square Enix. I dunk on them every stream, so they're probably not in a hurry to hire me, even for diversity purposes. Yeah, if they just want to send me games early to review, I'll take that. I mean, I'm not going to pretend the game is good if it's not, but definitely, I would definitely love to get games to preview early as I grow my channel. That's like a rite of passage for every video game streamer. Black Panther should use a sword. A sword? I don't know about that one. The daggers, for sure. You gotta make like a tree and leaf. All right, have a good one, King Doom. Good luck with your channel as well. Let me know how you progress on that, and if I can help you out. Also, follow, if you have the channel up now, follow King Doom. And a few comic series, he does have a sword and spear with daggers. That's cool. The issue with the sword is that we already have 2 characters in the game already that use swords. So I could already see the criticism if they add a third character in a row that uses a sword. You feel me? Use it in Black Panther to kill Killmonger. After they get the check from Square Enix. The game is trash, farm fam. This bread's so nice. The game trash though. Bro, that's exactly what I would do, bro. That's why Square Enix is not sponsoring me, bro. If they give me money and expect me to say nice things about something, I'm not gonna cap. I'll happily take their money, but I'm not gonna sit up here capping. Sadat plus Wolverine. Sadat. Yo, King, you subbed it. I appreciate you, Yasin, showing love for King Doom. Okay, that's going to do it for me. This was a interesting stream to say the least. I'm gonna call it. I'm actually going to be going away this weekend starting Sunday, I think, but I'll definitely still be doing the session on Saturday. I'm gonna go get some dinner and just relax. But thank you everyone for making this another very entertaining live stream. Thank you so much for the donations. Can you start this session tomorrow at 1? I sure can, Tyversal. For all my defenders, if you want to hang out, you want to play the game, you want to just hang out in the party chat, we're starting it up at 1 p.m. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you. Good talks. Everybody, stay safe. Next Friday, there is no dev stream, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do another fake dev stream. I might just wait till E3 since I'm streaming on Sunday, but we'll see. 1 p.m. Eastern, yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'll make a post just reminding everybody, and you guys can join our party chat and just hang out. See you tomorrow, everybody. See you tomorrow, Tyversal. If you guys want to become defenders, hit the join button. You can do that on my videos or on my channel. It's a pretty good deal, I think. You get custom badges, custom emotes, early access to videos, member exclusive content, and you get to hang out with us on Saturdays. It's not face. If you guys want to see me do another fake dev stream, I'll consider it, but I was planning on just skipping Friday, but I could do something if you guys want me to do it. Actually, no. I'm not going to do a dev stream on Friday because Ratchet & Clank comes out next Friday, and I'm going to be streaming that. So if you guys want to see the new Ratchet & Clank game from Insomniac, I'm probably going to be playing that unless I hear it sucks. If it does suck somehow, I'll be playing the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC. The third one is dropping, but I will definitely be streaming on Friday, next Friday. I'll be probably doing either Ratchet & Clank or DBZ Kakarot. So let me know. So glad you found this channel. I'm glad you found it too, Purity. I appreciate you. Ratchet & Clank bussin', Kakarot DLC bussin'. I'm going to stream both, but I'm probably going to be doing one or the other on Friday, and it's probably going to be Ratchet & Clank unless something happens. But yeah, definitely let me know which ones you guys want to see first, but I plan on doing both. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.